Hey pals, welcome to Frame and Fiber. I am Paige Miller, your host, and I'm so glad that you have taken a bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. I am not at Frame and Fiber. I'm at home. This is my guest room. And Frame and Fiber is my picture framing and yarn shop in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And I'm not there. It's Sunday, October 11th, and here we are. that was an amazing intro, wasn't it? Amazing, absolutely amazing. So how are you guys? I feel like everyone is really happy to have the fall season upon us, and it feels like, you know, that calm before all the chaos happens. So I feel like in the next few weeks, people are going to start revving up with their holiday chatting and planning and knitting and making. I actually bought a Christmas present today for the boys. My nephews, the boys. They live in Virginia. I am in New Jersey, so we don't see each other as often as I would like. And I don't think we're getting down there this year for Christmas. So I bought them... Sorry, I thought that was a spider. I bought them a Lego gingerbread house. So I think they're going to enjoy that. I'm debating whether or not to send that down to them earlier than Christmas so that they can kind of have it done for Christmas. Or is it something I send down, they open, and they do on Christmas Day? Should give my brother a little bit of a break. We'll see. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So I've already started Christmas shopping. I've started Christmas making. I have a few things already done, and I have a few cast-ons, which I will talk to you about in a minute. But yeah, Christmas is planned in the brain. So yeah. So what am I wearing? Shall we go there first? Actually, maybe not. Maybe we should talk about this when I get to finished objects, since this is my finished object for this episode. I feel like I don't have finished objects to share with you very often. I'm drinking seltzer. Oh, I think it's lime. Lemon lime? No. Strawberry lime? Watermelon lime? Seltzer. Out of my Marius mug. Let me bring that up to you so you can actually... So that is a traditional Norwegian colorwork pattern, which you will see on tons of Norwegian everything. And this is a mug that I received from Patricia, who was my host at the Knitography Farms retreat. Am I saying that right? In Norway, that I went to beginning of this year. Kind of matches my sweater. My sweater is Marius-esque, but it's not Marius. So anyway, cheers. I'm gonna need that today. I feel like my throat's been dry all day. So yeah, this is my finished object. Let's just talk about it. That's so dumb. We'll just talk about it. So this is my Otra sweater that I started in April. It took me a long time to finish this. I don't really know why. Well, I think I know why. It's a fingering weight sweater. I've actually never made. This is my first fingering weight sweater that I've made. And I definitely knit entirely too slow to make fingering weight sweaters quickly. My next sweater, I'm crossing my fingers because I lie about this all the time. My next sweater is not going to be a fingering weight sweater. I don't know what it is yet. I might know what it is. We'll talk about that when we get to future makes. But yeah, fingering weight. So it took me a long time. I'm always amazed at all of you makers who get a fingering weight sweater done in like a month. Like I just, either you're really efficient with your time management, you're an extremely fast knitter, or you have lots of time to knit. I don't know what it is, how you guys do it, but oh my gosh. So I am pleased beyond belief with this sweater. And I think it's because it's fingering weight. I love the way it feels. I love the way it fits. I feel like the same sweater in a worsted weight would feel a little bit bulkier. I would still like it, but I wouldn't feel so great in it. So anyway, this is the Ultra by Skandir Knits by Ellie. I cannot pronounce Ellie's last name, so I will not say it. Or at least I will not butcher it. Let's put it that way. I just did a little video for Christy Glass Knits here on YouTube, her Show Me Your Rhinebeck Sweater video that she's still doing this year for 2020, even though Rhinebeck has been canceled. So I submitted my video to her. Actually, let me pop a few of my outtakes in for you to watch. Here. Hey pal, I'm Paige Miller, and this is my Rhinebeck sweater.
Oh my gosh!
Guys, I was just doing my Rhinebeck sweater video for Christy Glass, and the hawk just swooped down and tried to get the chickens. Thank God I was outside. OTRA, Skandir Knits. I made this out of Navia Duo. It's fingering weight yarn, and it's beautiful. You can find me. No. What does she want to know? It's awesome. I love it so much. It's the Ultra sweater. Damn it. One more time. Should have done this earlier. And this is my Rhinebeck 2020 sweater. So there it was, making my video for Christy Glass Knits in my backyard. Also, I'd like to say that that fence behind me, I really like the way it looks with my sweater. So you saw in that video how great this fits me. I am so pleased with the fit. I didn't think I was going to be pleased with it because when I was making it and before I blocked it, but after blocking, it's so fabulous. I didn't, where is it? I thought I left them in here. Oh gosh, please say, yeah, okay. I didn't weave in the ends of the collar because I don't know if I love the collar the way it is. And I love the way it fits in that it's high up on my neck. Most of my knitted sweaters don't come up this high, and I love the way the neck fits. But I don't know if I love how it lays. It feels a little awkward. So Ellie in the pattern, I did modify this. She had you roll over. Sorry, I'm looking up into the viewfinder. I just want to make sure I am showing this to you properly. So she had it so it rolled over. I can't really show it to you, can I? And I didn't like the way I was doing it. I think I may have been, so it was like a 3-needle bind off. You catch the stitches inside. I must have been catching the wrong stitches. I tried it twice and I just didn't like the way it looked. So I three-needle bind offed, unbind offed. I took it out and then I just did a regular bind off. So I'm gonna leave it like this, see if I'm happy with it. If not, I might rip it out and then just do an I-cord. It fits over, like up and over my head totally fine. The construction is so unique. So this is the cast on edge. Cast on, cast on. That's the cast on edge. And then you knit around the back of the cast on. So it's really weird and it's definitely fiddly like that. I wouldn't recommend this to someone beginning. And then I think it was a cable cast on, and then all the way around, and then you knit here, and then you knit in the round. Isn't that cool? And then you steek, so then you knit in the round from there all the way down. You steek the armholes, you pick up for the sleeves. Like, as far as moving parts go, this is, other than, like, it's the least complicated sweater, even though the cast on is kind of complicated. But other than that, like, it's unbelievably easy. She has a bunch of new patterns coming out within the next year. a couple more that are designed with this cast on, and I really think once you try it, if you try it, you definitely will enjoy it because it makes for it a tighter neckline. Like, I can't even get over how awesome this neckline looks. Oh, isn't it great? I flippin' love it. So obviously, well, not obviously, maybe you don't know because you've never seen me in person, but I'm a tall human with very gangly long arms and legs. So I had to add a couple inches. I think the arm is 18 inches is what the pattern calls for. And I generally knit a 19.5 to 20 inch sweater or arm because that's how much longer my arms are. And then I added an full extra inch. So this is 18, 20. I think this is a 21 inch sleeve, right? Does that sound right? Maybe 20.5 inch. I should remeasure because I want to be able to do this comfortably. Like, I don't want to like pull on it. So this is knitted in Navia Duo, which is a Faroese blended yarn. It's like Faroese wool, Australian wool, something else is in there. All wool. It is woolen spun. So it's not going to grow too much because of the nature of that fiber. It's going to just like stick to itself and stay where it is. So I'm really happy with my sleeves. I still have to take, I don't know, oh, that was my last decrease right there. So yeah, I love this sweater so much. I love it. I love it. Navia Duo finger and weight yarn. I do sell this in my shop. So if you are interested in making this and need the yarn, you can check out my Etsy shop. If you don't see a color there that you want, let me know. Yeah. Do I have anything else to tell you about this other than how much I love it? Absolutely love this thing. All right. Finished object. Now that I've shared it with you, it actually feels like I'm done with the project. Except for this. So keep your eye out. Maybe I'll change it. I don't know though. I'm looking in the viewfinder right now and I'm kind of liking it. Oh, did I say the short rows? You can see the short rows right there. See how it just like lumps there? I feel like that lump is not the pattern. I think it's the way I picked up. I don't know. Who cares? It's like one little spot. So other than changing the way the collar's done and adding my inches, I did zero well, those are modifications, so you can't say zero. I didn't do any other modifications. It is exactly how the pattern called for. It's not really a modification, but I did go down when I do my ribbing. I don't know what it is about me and my tension, but going down a needle size from the body to do the rib never works for me. It still flops or flips. So I go down 2 needle sizes. So the body was knit on it's a 5mm. No, 5, it's US 5. So it's a 3.75mm. Is that true? Okay, Google. Knitting needle size chart.
Here's information from Sheep and Stitch.
Thanks, Sheep and Stitch. All right, so I use a US 5, which is, you guys are all screaming it at me, aren't you? You're like, I know what it is. A 3.75. Yes, I was right. I went down to a 3, so I did a 3.25 for the ribbing. That's it. So if you are a fast knitter or a patient knitter or just a knitter, I highly recommend this sweater. Other than this cast on, it's so super beginner friendly. Like if you've never steeked before, that's a pretty fun steek. Using a yarn like this, when I did I just crocheted the edge. What is it called? Crochet, stabilize the steek with just crocheting. I did not sew this. With this type of a yarn, there's no sewing necessary. yeah. If you have any questions about this sweater, hit me up. Okay, that's that. That's the only finished object, and I'm not going to show you too many of my works in progress, only because I'm close to the end, so I figure I'll just wait and show them to you when I see you next. Close to being finished is my brioche cowl and my intersections socks. So I'll show them to you. The socks, let's talk about socks. There's a bunch of knit-alongs going on right now because October is Socktober. Sock make-alongs, knit-alongs, whatever you want to call them. The first one I want to talk about is Socktober 2020, which is happening, I think, on Instagram. Maybe this stuff is happening on Ravelry, I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm really not a real knitter if I don't use Ravelry correctly. So Socktober, making your socks in the month of October. I'm casting on a pair of Hey Brown Berry socks, her Walk Good socks, but I am going to be using that pattern, and I'll be making it with this yarn. This is a sock set with a 50-gram skein of sock yarn and a 20-gram mini. I'm using these for that sock. This is called Forest Trails by Legacy Fiber Arts. This was a sock set. She calls it her micro sock kit. Like I said, it's a 50-gram skein and a 20-gram mini. And this colorway was a collaboration she did with Allison from Daisy Lane Design. Al made a scrappy sock bag and Sue dyed up this beautiful colorway. So this is going to be my, I keep forgetting because I was just looking at all of her patterns, my Walk Good socks. For the month of October, if you buy a Hey Brown Berry sock pattern, Mars will be donating $1 from each sale to Color of Change. Find them on Instagram as well, that Color of Change. And I wanted to support Mars in that. And so I have at the shop Legacy Fiber Arts minis. I said minis. I meant to say sock sets at the shop. So I have Legacy Fiber Arts sock sets at the shop. I also have Legacy skeins, you know, 100-gram skeins at the shop. So the sock sets that I have are 100-gram skeins with a 20-gram mini, and I can't speak English today. Anyway, I have them for sale at the shop and in my Etsy store. So if you buy a set from me, I will gift to you a pattern of your choice from Hey Brown Berry, a sock pattern from Hey Brown Berry to go with your purchase. So you'll get the pattern for free, and that way every time I buy it from her for you, she'll donate that $1 to Color of Change. I thought it would be cool to support Mars in that and to pay it forward a little bit. So these are in the shop. This, I only brought 2 home to show you. I didn't bring all of them. This is Sea Creature, which was my custom colorway this year, which basically no one saw in my store because the New Jersey Wool Walk was canceled, which is a bummer because this colorway, look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. There's like teals and purples and dark blues. I just love it. So that was my custom colorway. Look at me, camera. And then this is the Hocus Pocus revisit for 2020 that Legacy Fiber Arts did, and this is Mary Sanderson. So if you know the movie, you know who Mary Sanderson is. And I really, maybe I should use this. No, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to use this. This is what I want to use. So to reiterate, Legacy Fiber Arts sock kits at Frame & Fiber. If you buy a set, you can pick out a pattern from Hey Brown Berry of your choice that I will purchase for you to go along with your set. That is now through October 31st, and she's doing that for the month of October, and so will I, and that is celebrating Socktober. The other make-along, sock-along, I want to call them sock-alongs, for the fall season, it's the Falling Leaves Sock Cal, run by Earth Tones Girl. That started September 15th and ends November 15th. So we have a month. A month is definitely doable, in my opinion, for a pair of socks. So I thought this would be also the perfect colorway for me. I think Sue has this in her legacyfiberarts.com, in her shop, the Forest Trail colorway. So yeah, I am entering into that cal using that and Marce's pattern. So yeah, check out the hashtags for Socktober 2020 and Falling Leaves Cal. I don't know if it's Falling Leaves Cal. No, Falling Leaves Sock Cal, or if it's Falling Leaves Sock Cal 2020. Check all those hashtags. You should definitely enter and take a picture and use the hashtag, because I believe Denise is picking prizes from there. I could be lying, but I think she is. All right, guys. There's the sock sets. Those are the make-alongs. So I wanted to start a make-along this month. I want it to start on October 23rd because I'm calling it the Making Mag Mal. Making Magazine Make-Along. Because the newest edition of Making Magazine, number 9, nope, number 10, I'm such a dork, issue 10, called Intricate, is being released on October 23rd. I have it already because I sell it in my shop, and so for the stockists, we get ours early. I got it very early this time. Gosh, I can show this to you because they have released all of the images of the patterns and the photographs. I think this might turn into my favorite Making Magazine issue. I say that almost every single time they release one because this is definitely my favorite. Oh, see, I'm lying to you because I love Taproot as well. This comes out twice a year, so I feel like that's why I love this, and it feels so special because it's only twice a year and it's chock full of incredible patterns, like incredible. Sewing, knitting, crocheting, rug hooking, weaving, recipes sometimes. I don't think there's a recipe this time, although I could be lying. Embroidery. So this is coming out. This is number 10. And I thought it would be really fun to do a Making Magazine make-along. And I think I'm gonna run this for 6 months because it's a biannual magazine. So I figure, why not give us all a lot of time to really dive into this book. It's beautiful, and there are so many things that I would love to make, so I thought it would be kind of cool to do it for the 6 months, because then I could probably do more than one. You guys could definitely do more than one project, but I could attempt to do more than one thing. If you would like to pre-order this, you can check my Etsy shop. I think I have this on my Etsy shop. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram and I can send you a PayPal, blah, 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 and then I can mail this to you. If not, on October 23rd for definite, it will be in my Etsy shop. I have my Making Magazine listing there with all of the back issues that I currently have. I can still get some back issues, like this one. This has been my most favorite Making Magazine forever. I don't know if you guys know anything with me, about me, but black and white is my thing. My logo is black and white. Everything I wear is black and white. So when this came out, this issue, what issue is it? Number 6. This made my heart sing. I still love it so much, and I opened it before and I was like, oh, I need to make this, I need to make that. I can still get most of the making magazines. And it's funny because, in my opinion, these are not magazines that you buy and then you toss because the new one came out and the old one is no longer relevant. I feel like these are beautiful to just be on your shelf, and the photography is beautiful. It's super high quality making magazine. Okay, so anyway, this. Let me show you what I will be making. The first thing that I'll be making for our make-along. Isn't that scrumptious? Doesn't it look so fun to knit? So it's called the Merge Hat by Emily Green. It takes, let's see, page 110. All right, it takes DK weight yarn. They did it in, there's a long version and a short version. I'm doing the short version. The long version is just so you can flip the brim over, and I'm not a flip the brim over sort of a gal. I just cracked myself up. So it was done, the short version was done in Tove DK, which is from Woolfolk, and then the long version that they did in the magazine was Mount Vernon Collection 3-ply DK by Sestari. I have an old, not old, I think I bought it last year at the last year's New Jersey Sheep and Wool Festival, I believe, from Chelsea Yarns, Chelsea Luxe. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe I shouldn't. I might be rethinking my yarn choice. I don't know, we'll see. I'll skein it up, or I'll cake it up and see how I feel. This is her Boardwalk Blend colorway. But you know what, maybe, do you think it'll stripe? No, maybe not. The color's all down there and a little bit here. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. I was looking at it thinking it wasn't too speckly for the pattern, because I don't think a overly speckled or textured yarn is going to be good for that pattern, because you want to be able to see your stitches. So maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too textured, too speckled, too micro stripey? But it's light color. I don't know. I'm gonna cake it up. I'm gonna cake it up and see how it goes. Maybe I won't use it. Maybe I'll switch to something else. I just got a huge shipment of periwinkle sheep in DK weight and fingering weight, so maybe I'll use that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so that's that one. I also want to make, which maybe you guys have seen, Susan B. Anderson's feed. She made owls for this. Oh my gosh, they're so ridiculously cute. She made these owls for this issue. And they're stinking cute. And it's, I can't get to focus. There we go. Oh my gosh. And then the other thing I wanted to show you. There's two sweaters, well, there's three sweaters in here that I really want to make, but two that I think I actually will make. So this is made with Quince & Co. Crane. Look at the details. I might make that one because it's just too incredible, and I just thought it would look really good with the cover magazine. The cover of the magazine is a pair of mittens. What? Look at those mittens. Oh my word. Pretty, right? Okay, so get your copy, look through it, and see what you want to make. Now, I'm calling it the Making Mag Mal because I don't want to keep it to just one issue. I want you to be able to use whatever issue you want. Like, do you have a favorite making that has a pattern in it that every time you see it, you die? Maybe this is a good time to cast that on. So this is going to start October 23rd, and it will run through October 23rd, November, December, January, February, March, April 23rd. Ooh, that's a long time. But I think so many things, so many possibilities in 6 months. If you don't have a making magazine handy, a lot of their older issues not last issue, not this issue, but the older ones. So like these two, for instance, this is issue number 1 and this is issue number 6. These patterns are available through Ravelry now for individual sale. So you don't have to own a making magazine to join. It just has to be a pattern that has been in an issue of Making Magazine. Will you join me? And if you will join me, what will you be making? I need to know. Use the hashtag Making Magazine. No, Making Mag Mal. And join me, please, because these magazines are way too amazing for us not to make all the things in them. Making Mal, because each one of them is not just knitting. So if you are a sewist, a crocheter, a weaver, a punch rugger, rug puncher, rug hooker, all of that, check out the Making Magazine Ravelry page and see all of their past issues and all of their past designs. Enjoy me. Yes, there will be prizes. Do I know what they are? No, because we have 6 months to figure that out. I will start a Ravelry thread for this one, since it is going to be 6 months long, and like I said, so many things are available on Ravelry that are individual now that maybe I will link to some of my favorites and we can start from there. So yeah, October 23rd. Yay. All right, so those are all the makings. Pardon. This Monday, which is tomorrow, I will be doing a shop update. I did one last Monday. I'm doing one this Monday. So today's the 11th, Monday the 12th at noon. There will be a few more Monday updates for this month going forward, because I have a bunch of Remembrances pottery in my shop right now. Natalie was supposed to be in New Jersey in April for the New Jersey Wool Walk with me selling her wares. All you guys out there in the internet, interwebs, can visit my Etsy shop on Mondays at noon for the most recent update. And in this update, I will be putting in this stuff right here. I hope you are interested and would like to check out the Etsy shop for the update. There will be more Daisy Lane design pieces in there as well. Put some pictures here. And then, as always, my inventory of yarn. So that's my shop update. Oh, I got a huge, like, I don't even know how many, I should have weighed it before I took it apart, bag from Jody Brown, who is Mrs. Brown's Bags, who makes Mrs. Brown's Bags. I buy scraps from her. She sent me a huge bag of fabric. So I will be able to, I have a bunch of mats in the shop now, but I'll really be able to crank some out and put some more in there for the Christmas time season. So if you're interested in a photo frame that has a knitted mat on the inside, I'll put a picture here for you. Check out my Etsy shop. I think it's everything, right? Make-alongs, my sweater, my Etsy update. Okay, so I did talk to you about one future, oh no, I talked to you about both of my future whips. Yes, those were my 2 future whips. I do have my rug, punch rug that I want, not punch rug, rug hooking that I wanted to show you. I've been free-forming lately instead of following any type of a pattern. This doesn't look like much at all, but that right there is what I've started. This is rug hooking. I'm using 1/4 inch worms, wool worms. I'm using it on my rug frame. This is an 9 by 12 rug frame. I think it's 9 by 12. I should remeasure it. That I built all by my little self. Yeah, I made that for myself because I love hooking rugs. So it doesn't look like much because I'm only in the very beginnings. But it's more of a just pick up a worm and hook it and then pick up the next one and not really pay attention to the colors, which is really fun to do. I did it with this rug that I made. Oh, it's so cute, isn't it? I made this for myself last year, I guess. This is using scrap yarn and an Oxford punch. So this is punch rug, that's rug hook. But yeah, I started that because one, I really love this. I loved the process of this. And so I wanted to make another one. So depending on how many of these I get finished, I might make one for Paul Miller for Christmas, for his nightstand, for his water and glasses and whatever else he has over on the other side of the bed. And then I might make one for my brother and his girlfriend Nina. Depends on how long it takes. I made one for myself that's an actual coaster square. And it's fine for a mug, to put a mug on it, but I actually like this rectangle shape better because it fits more than just the mug. Like I can put a little dish of cookies on there or whatever. So I feel like this size is more functional for me. Hopefully my brother and his girlfriend feel the same way. I have been working on my Marled Mania leggings again. So having this sweater off the needles has really opened up my mind for some older whips. And I started these, well, I'm gonna say March or February. Yeah, probably February. No, I don't know. February or March. Marled Mania leggings by Stephen West. I am pretty far along. I'm down on the legs. I am following the pattern's suggested decrease. In the pattern, Stephen West lists the kind of like the recipe for doing your decreases depending on the number of stitches you have and the amount of inches you need to get to. Oh, my nose is so itchy. So for him, he is, I don't know, 6 something, right? Or he says how the sample was made and he's wearing the sample. I have a 33.5-inch inseam on my legs. I'm man-sized, I know. And so I'm assuming that my legs and his legs are pretty similar because Paul Miller's legs and my legs are pretty similar. Length, that is. So I'm just following his prescribed decreasing. And so far, so good. I am, like I said, I think I'm like right at the knee, right above the knee. Not much more to go. I mean, I still have a lot more to go because I have my whole entire shin, calf, down to the ankle, which, like I said, I have a pretty long inseam, so my legs are, they're long. So I do have a long way to go, but it's fun holding the fingering weight double and marling it is, marling is so much fun. So those I'm working on a lot. Hopefully I'll have these finished. Gosh, can I have these finished in 2 weeks the next time I see you? That would be wonderful. I would love to wear them. I was hoping to have them done for Rhinebeck, but then Rhinebeck was canceled, so I was like, guess I don't need to. So all pressure off. But that's it. I just wanted to show you that real quick. Show you my punch rug. Nope, my rug hooking. Invite you to do some make-alonging with me. Knitting along with me. And yeah, just wishing you the best. I don't think I have anything else to share as far as life stuff. If you're interested in anything I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram at Paige the Framer. Or if you want to see what is the newest and greatest and latest at Frame and Fiber, it's frame.and.fiber on Instagram. My chickens are doing well. Paul Miller and I are eating tons of eggs every day. Well, we're getting tons of eggs and sharing them with the neighbors. We're eating like 4 eggs a day. We made egg salad the other day. That was fun. But the chickens are good. You can see a ton of chicken stuff over on Instagram as well. So yeah, I think that's it. Look for Christy Glass's Rhinebeck 2020 sweater video for my appearance. Hopefully. She didn't cut me out. Just cracking myself up. And I guess with all of that said and all of that making, sharing, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week of making, no matter what it is, even if you're just making space to relax. That's some great making right there. But I'll check in with you next time, friends. And until then, I'll see you on Instagram. Bye.